Former President Donald Trump holds a sizable lead among Republican presidential candidates. That according to a new poll done by the Des Moines Register, NBC News, and Mediacom Iowa. That poll, which dropped this morning, shows Trump with a support of 43% of likely Iowa Republican caucus goers. That's 27 points better than Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, who each earned the support of 16% of likely caucus goers. South Carolina Senator Tim Scott got 7% support. That's good enough for fourth place. And in a tie for fifth place, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, each with 4% support. And I am joined in studio tonight by Vivek Ramaswamy. And I have to ask you first, you've been in 4 different towns today, a sweep through Northwest Iowa, Rock Rapids, Sioux Center, Lamar's, now Sioux City. When voters talk to you, what concerns do they raise and how do you address those?
I think the concerns range from the crisis at our border, unprecedented in our national history, all the way to our flailing economy, which we haven't seen since the Carter era. But what I tell them is these are symptoms of a deeper void of national identity. We have lost our sense of who we are as Americans. And I do think it's going to take a leader from a different generation, coming in from the outside to fix what the broken politics of yesterday has given us. If you ask most people my age, what does it mean to be an American? You get a blank stare in response. That is the void at the heart of our country. And my mission in this campaign, and in 8 years of leading this country, is to restore our national identity. That's how we grow our economy. That's how we stand up with the spine on the global stage. And that's how I'm going to lead.
Let's talk about those voters for a moment. You said in a post on X, quote, "I have a radical idea for the Republican Party. We need to win elections." You say that starts with inspiring and reaching young voters. Now, how do you do that with an age group that traditionally is very apathetic about politics?
One of the things we're doing across Iowa and across the country in the last couple of weeks, I've been to Ames, I've been to University of Iowa, to Iowa State, to Drake. We're doing free speech, free food, free drinks tours, where we give people the permission to say in public what they otherwise feel comfortable only saying in private. College students, young people live in a culture of fear today. And so one of the points of my campaign is to speak the truth. Speak it in the open, with the spine. And what I'm seeing is young people are actually flocking in our direction. Even people who have never gotten polled in those polls, by the way. Many people who are coming to our events have never participated in a caucus. They don't get polled, but they're coming out this year. So I think we're on track to deliver a surprise result here in Iowa, bringing many of those young voters in that are hungry for purpose and meaning. And I think for a long time, the Republican Party has criticized the other side. Young people don't want to just hear that. They want to hear, what do we stand for? Individual, family, nation, God. Things that conservatives haven't talked about for a long time. That's what my campaign is about, and I think young people are flocking to us for a reason, and I think they're going to help us not only being successful in this election, but in reuniting this country.
Last question very quickly. You're in Iowa, but you have to be looking ahead to the Iowa caucuses and beyond. How do you get through Iowa to Nevada, to Michigan, to South Carolina and beyond?
So look, 6 months ago, let's be honest, most people in this country had no idea who I was. I come from outside of politics. So I think we will beat expectations here in Iowa, top 3 in Iowa. That puts me on a track to be the next president of the United States. I think the Republican Party is the party of the outsider. I'm not bought and paid for by the super PACs. Super PACs are a cancer on American politics. They're the ones buying the ads on television right now, propping up candidates who are paid for by super PACs, not me. I don't want to dance to the tune of another donor. I've succeeded in this country as a businessman. I'm not a politician. That's why we're using our own wealth and small dollar donors to lift up this campaign. And I want to set an example for kids in this country. It's been a long time since we've had a president where we could look our kids in the eye, and I'm a father, to tell them that I want you to grow up and be like him, whoever that president is. That's the example that I want people in this country to hold me to. That's the standard we're going to hold ourselves to. And I think that's how we're going to revive our national character. My expectation is we're going to be successful. I look forward to serving for the next 8 years as president and hopefully reaching that next generation with a national pride that we're missing.
Republican Vivek Ramaswamy, best of luck on the campaign trail, sir.
Good to see you.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you.